Hey everybody, it's me, Susan Blackwell, and I'm at Bullmore Times Square getting my ball polished with one of my favorite and one of the funniest Broadway son of a biscuits I know, Josh Gad. Josh Gad, what's up?
You know what? This is very unusual for me to be bowling at 11 a.m., but I woke up this morning and I'm like, that's what I want to do. I want to throw a ball around with you. And so that's how I got here.
When you woke up, you were like, I've got a newborn baby.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get a Broadway show open. What do I want to do with my time?
I told the baby to just watch herself for a couple of hours. Daddy's going to go.
Just open a jar of peanut butter,
deadbeat.
set it in the middle of the room.
Yeah,
lock
she'll
the
fend for
door.
herself. She's gotten good with that.
She's going to be okay. Before we get our bowl on, we're going to have to plug in our bowling avatars.
Yes.
Who do you want to be today?
I want to be Roger Bart too, because I love his work. There we go.
Everybody gets it.
Nice. That looks regal.
Okay. Now me, I'm going to be 2-liter Pepsi.
Oh, that's a good one.
Hello.
Roger Bart 2 and 2-liter Pepsi.
Versus
Let's
2
do
liter.
it.
Let's get a bowl.
Let's bowl.
Don't choke, Gad.
Thanks. I'll try not to. I really am very horrible. All right? My mom taught me focus on the prize. It's definitely veered more to the right than I wanted it to.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
You just want to focus on the
This
prize.
is just mortifying.
Here,
That's
ready?
what's gonna be
Back it up, 1 foot back.
Together.
And then just
I'm afraid
throw
I'm going to
it
hit you
like
in the
that.
nuts.
Oh, there we go.
No.
Well, you got one. You did get one. That's
Put her
better
there.
than nothing.
Rock solid.
All right, this is it. Winner takes all. Loser, well, they get to keep whatever they want. Oh!
Oh, nice.
Oh! Come on
That
now.
was so close.
Oh, but it went down at the end when the thing pushed it.
Yeah, when the thing pushed it. Do you remember the moment when you were infected with the theater bug?
Well, I was always like one of those kids who was like, I'm gonna. My mom got called in when I was 6 years old, and the teachers are like, we have a serious problem. I go, well, every time your son walks into our classroom, he looks at us, winks, and says, hiya, toots, and then walks out. And we find that a little bit problematic. So from a pretty young age, I was kind of like the class clown. Just of a 6-year-old. And then the best
Where did
part
you
was,
pick that
well, the
up?
best part was when they said to me, why are you doing that? I said, blame it on the divorce.
No. For the people at home that don't know, can you explain to me what the fuck is forensics? Because it sounds like CSI
no,
Miami, but it's not.
Well, forensics is like speech and debate, and growing up in high school, kind of it was because
that was your jam.
Well, because physically I'm not what you would call a sports athlete type
What are you talking
of
about?
personality.
I've seen you bowl.
I know, but that's
Tremendous.
it took me a long time to get where I am today.
You did pretty good.
I did pretty well, don't you think?
Tell the people some of the awards you
Okay,
won.
which camera? I'm gonna look at that
There.
camera and I'm gonna
tell them what awards you won.
I was national champion
For?
for humorous interpretation and original oratory twice.
Oh my God. So
I know.
I went back and I looked at videotapes and I totally
No, you
forensics
didn't.
stalked you. And I watched these videotapes and just the mere mention of your name before you come on stage and a cheer goes out from the crowd. And I watched it and it's kind of it's funny, but it's also heartfelt, the work you're doing. And I look at that and I just think, this is a guy who got a lot of forensics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really inappropriately had sex on a lot of field trips when my mom was in the other room, and I wish you hadn't brought it up, but it's a good time to come out with it and just tell you that's what I was doing all those nights I said I was going to sleep, Mom. I was getting
So you go to these forensics tournaments.
Yes.
They call them tournaments, right?
They do, like
tourneys.
Yeah,
like
tourneys.
Bowling.
Like
and
a bowling tourney.
You go and you kill, and then some like hot forensics babe is
and then
just
like
you're
yeah.
so funny.
And I'm like, oh, you want to see how funny I am? Let me take you back into my room and I'll
a pizza
yeah,
party.
Exactly, and I'll do an original oratory inside of you. So it's yeah. So it was great. It's great.
If you could go back and watch one performance that you have given, what would you most like to go back and sit in the audience and watch?
I actually really would love to watch Book of Mormon. I wish I could be an audience member because it just is so funny that I want to sit out there and enjoy the production. That's the one thing I really wish I could watch.
Do you think this is the funnest performance you've ever?
Oh, hands down, it's the most fun I've ever had, other than playing the Simcha machine in 3rd grade.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either, but I had to play it at my Hebrew day school.
What did that sound like?
It was like this. I remember my song, I'm the Simcha machine, I run loose in the city, and no one can stop me, my songs are so witty. And then the rabbi, who was the headmaster, embezzled, and they had to shut the school down.
It's not where I thought that story was going.
It was a very sad time.
Who have you gotten to work with that just rocked your world?
Oh man, every single thing that I do rocks. No, please,
Just
help yourself.
Can we get those in the show?
I think it's a tie between Trey, Matt, and Jon Stewart. I think that working with those.
That's a hell of a trifecta.
It's a hell of a trifecta, and I do kind of feel like they're the smartest men in comedy today, you know, and so there's something to me that I really think that those would be the ones.
I just want to say for the record, I think I can feel your nutsack.
I just want to say for the record, that's my.
Stop! I stand corrected. You do an excellent Miss Piggy, just sort of filthy. Can you just give me a little bit of that right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. It's got a touch of Yoda in it, but.
You know what I want? I want to do some filthy shit. Kermit's wiener pad.
I don't know. It's a little dark crystal. Something's
I love
happening.
it. That's Piggy now, though, ever since the accident.
You do a lot of good imitations. Who else you got in there?
I've got a Philip Seymour Hoffman.
You do?
Yeah, random,
so
right?
Specific.
So random, so random.
Yeah, hit me with that.
I really love this kind of thing. You know, you do theater for love, but you do an interview because you love to do that.
Who do people mistake you for?
Susan Boyle.
Full on, giving me a young Susan Boyle. I'm glad you can
What do you
admit
think?
that.
Yeah.
It's tremendous.
Yeah, you see it.
Is what I think.
It's without the glasses.
Can you sing like that? I dreamed a dream.
I dreamed a dream of days gone by.
It's pretty spot on. Is that your audition song? Is that your go-to audition song?
It is.
Where are you going to keep your Tony Award?
In my.
What? Put her there.
Come on.
Straight up your.
Oh.
It's not about the awards. It's about the craft.
It really is.
Come on. You've seen the show. You know what it's time for. Susan's Fantasy Jukebox.
Oh.
I've got your nose, and you
All
can
right.
have it back. But first, you can either sing a song for me,
Okay.
Lady's Choice, or you can give me a little, I don't know, oral interp or original oratory.
Let's do a song. Stars in their multitudes, scarce to be counted.
Oh, sorry.
There in the darkness, with order and law.
Are these the lyrics?
Nope. I don't even know what show this song does come from.
Les Miserables.
Les Mis, it is. And that's about all I know from it.
I'm gonna give you your nose back.
Think about your life, Pippin. From Godspell. Think about what just happened. No one mourns the wicked.
It's medley.
From Wicked. From Stephen Schwartz's Wicked. I really love Stephen Schwartz. So,
Great.
yeah.
It's great.
You're
Okay.
the baker's wife. Come on over. Give it back. Give it back. I got it!
Well, that about wraps it up for another episode of Side by Side by Susan Blackwell with my boyfriend.
Josh Gad.
We'll see you next time at Bullmore Lanes, Times Square. Josh, bang that gong.
Can I bang it? reminds me of? Do you remember that scene in Temple of Doom where they start singing? Yun, dun, da, 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 da.
Oh, yeah.
That reminds me of that, for whatever it's worth.
The dad?